Is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another week of some Boston Blue Beat online shenanigans. We're kind of on like a break week here, so you're joining us for some top 4 BlazBlue action on this like sort of spare bracket we got running. You're joined by me, Bampai, and my beautiful co-commentator over here, Tomato. Tomato, how's it going tonight?
It is going good. Like you said, we're having a chill night. The burst limit season has wrapped up. The finals bracket is set. So we're just running a little ladder bracket. In the meantime, we've got a top 4 lined up. It is going to be Don, Xtremesonicx, StardustLucy, and Fuzzama, who are the top 4 at the end of our 90-minute ladder matchmaking period. But yeah, it's chill. We're having a good time, cracking open a cold one.
Naturally, so it'll be a little shorter than our usual brackets. So we got some pretty household names, I would say, still in this top 4 that you'd see any week on a Boston Blue Beat online bracket.
That much is true. And I think we're going to be opening the show up with Don versus Xtremesonicx, which will be first to 3, if I'm correct. Because this is considered winners finals of the bracket. Chris needs to go on auto pass real quick. There we go. Okay, we made it work. Shout out to Chris handling production. All the beautiful, wonderful TOs at Boston Blue Beat. And while we get underway, I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you guys that Boston Blue Beat is back to offline monthly events at Balance Patch. And I'm going to look at the date right now, and then I'm going to read it out to you because I can do that. I'm great at reading. This Saturday, April 18th.
Please select your character.
That's true. Oh my god, it is this week. Oh, I actually missed the last month, but I always try to make an effort to go out to support the local.
Absolutely. Support your locals, especially in the Big 26. But we're going to get right into it. We've got Don on the S. Unusual pick for him. I don't think I've ever actually seen him play this character. Xtremesonicx on the 9, of course, as usual.
Yeah, and I have not seen Don's S either. I know he's had some Ragna bracket displays. But S is a pretty new one for me too here. But Xtremesonicx wasting no time kind of getting into the 9 game plan here, just throwing up them big normals that even S can have trouble dealing with sometimes, despite her own sort of big sword normals there.
Yeah, Xtremesonicx doing a fantastic job of just staying one step ahead of what Don wants to do. There's going to be no punish on that. I don't remember the name of that super.
Laser.
Flame Punisher? Flame Punisher sounds right.
You're trying quite hard, and I appreciate the effort.
But yeah, now I love this from Xtremesonicx. Just run away, wait for the whiff from Don, and just take that opportunity to capitalize. It's been a real treat watching the work that Xtremesonicx has been doing, by the way, with this character in the past couple months. I think we are just now starting to really see some payoffs from all the work that he's been putting in. But Don, though, with the meaty throw, going to be capitalizing on 9's poor defense. He's going to get a chance to strike back with a sequence of his own.
Yeah, there we go. He's got the S game kind of running. Nice tech by Xtremesonicx there. Manages to escape the corner with the 9 dash, but the air dash of S with that like weirder arc than normal there, putting Don right back at the advantage here. And the empty jump low on the crest setup. Nice mix by Don here. Should need one more clean hit after this. The interaction.
Yeah, that is going to do it. Xtremesonicx, no doubt, committing to the teleport dash there. It's not counter hit on startup, but that's probably what he got hit by as he woke up there. And another asset we're going to see from S, by the way, is her mobility. Not just the sheer size of her hitboxes, but the place where she truly outclasses 9 is her ability to maneuver herself and put those hitboxes anywhere on the screen she wants. And it makes S's coverage in the corner in some ways a lot better than 9's. But this is... Don's going to have to start to put it to work. Ooh, that counter hit Evo is going to give him an opportunity.
Yeah, kind of has to make a bit of a run back here. Did have to spend the burst to get a bit of momentum on his side, but forces the burst from Sonic, as I was saying. That Don does have a fighting chance about equal health values here. Gonna have to navigate a little bit of neutral.
Oh, hit by that cross fireball is rough. The slide knockdown is so long. You're alive on a pixel though. Ah.
That wasn't strong enough.
Wakes up and blocks. Don says, I'm just chuck the instant overhead. And instant overheads have won so many games over the course of human history. So that's going to be game 1 to Don.
Yeah, pretty strong tool in S's arsenal there, especially when meter's on deck and like a crest is on top of you. So both were set up there, and Xtremesonicx had no burst, so OD was not even like a factor to go through it. Nice DP through the rock falling down there.
Yeah, you mentioned Benpai, by the way, the use of overdrive to blow through some of these offensive sequences on the side of S. Both of these characters, I find, have lots of places in their pressure where they can be weak to overdrive. S, not so much. There's a few selective moves. Mostly her specials and her 2D and 6D are weak to overdrive, whereas 9, you can kind of just chuck it on like 2/3 of her normals and get a punish. But both of these characters, they get a lot out of defensive overdrive in this matchup. So that's something I'm going to be looking for as this set shakes down, is how much are we willing to burst really for our lives, and how much are either of these players going to be willing to try and gain with defensive overdrive. There's a DP out from Xtremesonicx. Absolutely no fear, but the run right past the Navy pressure is going to secure that round for Don. He read him like a book there.
Yeah, very, very big kind of call out from Xtremesonicx there to kind of expect Don to respect the fist there. If you just run in on that fist, 9 is in recovery for quite a while, and counter hit recovery at that too. So very dangerous to just be thrown out.
Yeah, S though able to do it from full screen. Not every character has that privilege.
There we go. Don got the little bit of crest loops there going. Get Sonic to the corner. Got some jab pressure. Just call him out a little bit. Yep. Up around. Don't gotta do too much crazy yet. Just the buff. Nice 6B on the falling 9 normal there.
Kind of hard for an S player to not have a nice 6B though.
It's very true. Extremely versatile normal. Oh, and the instant overhead again. Not quite enough to close out because Sonic and Celes clipped by the big fireball though.
Anti-air fireball never feels good. Unless it force you through it.
Yeah, that thing, it's deceptively big when it's like the combined fireball. And like you said earlier, the knockdown it gives is actually extremely good. So S kind of just be like thriving off that. Alright, here we go, going to the third game. We're down up 2. Xtremesonicx kind of got to get some game going here, which it looks like he does got going right now. Can hold on to it, ferry out for a little set play.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot leave the corner through this. And already a huge chunk missing from Don's life bar. And we're out of there. And the nice stuff with the dash, the super jump JA as well. 9 doesn't have the ability to dash jump. So in exchange, her forward super jump goes very far.
Yeah, good on Sonic there. Kept steady even after the drop. Got that perfect. Yeah, Don coming back. The 6B in play here. Got this jab staggers, kick throw. Now Sonic can be going to the corner here.
You gotta be able to instant barrier to push S out, because her frame data on her B normals and C normals is low-key not all that good. The startup on her normals is great, and her hitboxes, are fantastic, but the real strength of her frame data is in her lights, and if you can force her to use things that aren't her lights, you can really make her pressure a lot more linear than it would end up being otherwise. But unfortunately, Xtremesonicx not going to get the opportunity in this round. Don putting himself on set point with a perfect.
Yeah, perfect for a perfect there. And now Sonic actually down the burst too. Don kind of looking pretty comfortable in this round. Got some straight hits coming out from Xtremesonicx. Neutral being played. We got a lot of 6Bs just getting like ripped. Okay, Xtremesonicx trying to keep the distance. I do like that. Although S's fireball can kind of, force 9 to have to navigate around neutral. Which is kind of the weakness of, not even the weakness, but the sort of how the 9 matchup operates. You kind of got to be ready for the dash, but the more you can kind of force her to have to dash around.
Ah.
These are more open. We're in Scramble City right now, though.
Yeah, nice block up the Gawain. Xtremesonicx ready for the anti-air 6B this time. Not going to let Don get anything cheeky off of that special cancel. 6B -9 generally forces a special cancel from S if she doesn't have meter. But Don's got a surplus of resources here. Unfortunately, does not get the Palamedes out. That would have certainly netted him the kill.
Dropping super there. We're back to neutral. Xtremesonicx still got burst.
Oh, that's going to be it. Surely.
Oh, timer. Not rock.
Oh, I'm sure. And Don just punches out with the Galahad, and that will be that.
That reversal super does cover a good amount of distance. Even maybe covering for rock, just kind of doing it on the gap regardless. Probably would have beat both, so that was pretty smart from Don there.
Yeah, Galahad's very strong there. You're nearing the end of your Gatlings after 3C, I believe. It was 3C Navy pressure on block. Big old gap there, I think, no matter what Xtremesonicx was looking to do. And Galahad, a fantastic reversal super, one of the best in the game.
It does a ton of damage, too. Like, insane damage.
True. That super kind of nukes you a little bit.
Does a lot raw. It does it's one of the highest min damage supers too.
Yeah, you brought up, by the way, the use of S's fireballs in this matchup. And the strength, again, I think that S brings to the table in this matchup. It's her speed, and her fireballs have very fast travel time, so it can be pretty difficult for 9 to work around them. I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more playing on the ground from Xtremesonicx to try and catch it with 4X, because you don't see 9 players going for that very often.
I kind of forget she can can stuff fireballs with her like sort of jabs, right?
It's no growler, but you can at least give the opponent something to think about. You can build up stocks to try and let something like an Emerald rip, and that can be really useful. Mono Wind is generally a pretty good spell. However, we have bigger prized fish than pie. We're moving on to the losers' side. These are our 3rd and 4th place finishers in the ladder. I don't know if this is top 4 cut bracket is first 3 all the way through. I would sure like it to.
I do not think so. I think this is still the only 2 out of 3 match we'll see is the losers semis right now.
The way this works out, is like a losers semis match. So it probably will be first to 2 between Fuzzama and StardustLucy.
I do like me watching some Hibiki though.
Ditto to that. I don't think he's a super interesting character to fight though. I think this character is kind of dry.
He doesn't have like a lot kind of going, but he just got enough sauce to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, he very much has to be what you make of him. Because he's like S in that his best strength a lot of the time is going to be his speed. But unlike S, in a lot of situations, that's kind of all Hibiki has. Hazama, though, getting right to work. Hazama, no stranger to playing at a high-octane pace that a character like Hibiki might want to enforce. That's going to be linked into the Otenjin for a chunk of damage. Cash out with the Otenjin. No! He doesn't think he needs it.
He almost didn't. 1 pixel. Chip's kind of in play now, too.
Yeah, because I'm looking to save the overdrive instead of guaranteeing the kill. It's a very valuable resource for just that little bit of health. Ah, there it is, the command grab.
Yeah, he got a little bit of momentum there. It wasn't quite enough to turn it around, though. No, both bursts on deck, though. Nice. A drop, though. Uh-oh.
That's the star of the show a lot of the time, is that Hibiki 6B. That button is crazy. I don't even know the fullest of things that it does. Its hitbox is absurd. Its counter hit conversions are absurd. It crushes lows, and I think also is considered airborne, so it'll have ground throws. Not true throw invul, but the next best thing, there's a 6A Otenjin though from Fuzzama. He does not care though. This entire game has just been all Fuzzama all the time, and I think this time maybe he will pop overdrive. Was looking for it there, but the combo a little too prorated.
Yeah, for nothing.
Oh, and Lucy minus after the ODR through the 2BB.
I actually don't know if they were minus. I think they thought Fuzz was going to show a little more respect. But Fuzz just read the situation right. Just decided to mash. Like, what do I got to lose?
To pull the curtain back a little bit, I don't actually know either. But my thought is that because Hibiki is a whiff cancel character, probably that follow-up to 2B, the 2BB, is going to be a little bit more minus than the first one. So I'm going to dust loop it real quick while this match loads up, and it doesn't sound like I have time.
Sorry, I got you covered. Oh, we got a color swing too. We got the counter hit converting up.
Oh my goodness! Stop the presses! Hazama walks out of the corner to fix the combo, gets the 6C, the stabilizer out. Not able to put it all the way together though, missing out on the knockdown. In many respects, the most important part of your combo.
Getting stuffed by all these normals. Fit plus or just safe enough where you can't really do much about them. And
yeah,
this should be enough without commentator's curse. Hold on.
Oh, that's a rough drop. There's the tech on the throw from Fuzzama. He stayed savvy this entire round, even when the combo execution hasn't always gone his way. Counter assault through the crush trigger as well, and somehow that hit cross.
Somehow, indeed.
He is just too fast. Set point for Fuzzama just like that.
Ooh, nice 2C, I should say. And player. Good chunk of damage. Like the meaty scoop.
Nice DP.
There we go.
And the punish though. And Fuzzama's ready. It's a nice strong 5v starter.
Yeah,
Lucy says, I'm good.
And first, try to keep a little bit of momentum up. That all still picked up. Alright, now we are on one touch.
Yeah, that was a great conversion with the micro walk to fix instant barrier. Gonna push Fuzzama out though. On the air tech, he finds himself at the back of the corner, able to jump over, does not find the A tier, and one more command grab to put that one to bed. 2-0 for Fuzzama.
That one had some range. Oh my god. I saw Hibiki just get like magnetized into that.
Yeah, he kind of got Marth grabbed. Not like Kagura will Marth grab you, but just a little bit. He definitely teleported, that's for sure. But yeah, Lucy securing 4th place in that ladder bracket. I actually truthfully haven't looked at the overall ladder standings. But that is gonna be that. Yeah, I don't know if I can look at the ladder standings. I'm having trouble navigating start.gg as per usual.
Yeah, like says I can't view it unless I entered. I'm like, alright.
Oh,
that's okay.
I found it.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it was pretty stacked then.
Who do we got? Who was like in it? I didn't quite.
Some players you might recognize who were not able to make the finals. Play Guy in 6th place with a record of 5-2 in the ladder, with 2 losses to Don and Fuzzama, I believe, is what put him out of contention. Though I don't fully understand how all the tiebreakers work. I know win percentage is a big motivator. But truthfully, it is a little bit beyond me. But yeah, Play Guy in the bracket did not make the finals. Xtremesonicx, Zen, Chemical Jade, Burger Windmill, all in the running, but unable to make it all the way to the finals.
Damn. A lot of people showed up for just like a ladder bracket.
Yeah, that's true. We appreciate you guys spending your Monday night here with us, playing the greatest fighting game of all time. And briefly, real quick, before we get into some chilling, I did dust loop that Hibiki 2BB on ODR. 2BB actually has a little bit less recovery than 2B, which is not something I knew. It's good because he needs it. But 2BB is in fact still minus on ODR. It's -1. So certainly not punishable like I think a couple of Tsubakis are, but very much not safe. And so Lucy just tried to press the advantage. Would have been, I imagine, a couple frames late. because Fuzzama got the 5B counter hit.
Yeah. Maybe,
Yeah.
I think it might have been 2A.
Yeah, Fuzzama pressed 5B, I believe, and beat Hibiki 2A. But that's how BlazBlue goes. It is a game of frames. And if you like yourself some offline BlazBlue Centralfiction, we're going to get into some shows real quick. Let me tell you about Boston Blue Beach episode, the greatest event on the East Coast. I will be there no matter what. It's going to be July 18th and 19th at the Westin in Waltham, Massachusetts. The venue is open on Friday for casuals and extracurriculars, breed karaoke. There will be 12 main games, including CF Plus R and Uni 2, the 3 regulars you see on the Boston Blue Beat online circuits. There will be a mystery bracket. They run Sailor Moon S at Beach Episode, and I believe Beach Episode is basically a major for that game. And some side games have been announced for that bracket as well. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. Maybe production will put them up. There we go. We've got VSAF, 3S, Persona, KOF, and I can't read the one on the right. Is it VF?
Yeah, it's Virtual Fighter.
It is Virtua Fighter. That is a great lineup. I'm a big fan of the way that the Virtua Fighter scene is coming out to represent. I appreciate that a lot. So it's going to be a wonderful event. Applications also for more side games. If you don't see your own game up there, applications are still open, and also for commentary and volunteering the event. So definitely hit them up. Start.gg/beach, I believe, is the short link that's going to take you there. Hit the ! beach in chat. Production has beat me to the punch, and there is a hotel group as well. You can also, as we mentioned, check out the Boston Blue Bee Online Monthly if you're in the area this Saturday, April 18th. There will be BlazBlue Uni 2 and Melty Blood on stream. They're also running Guilty Gear, all 3 of them, Grand Blue and Sailor Moon S. And I know that Balance Patch has been holding it down over there. I've never had the privilege of being at one myself. I'm PNW now, literally the other side of the country, but this is how things go.
It's a shame, but you come to the big one.
Yeah, and don't forget also, the following Saturday, April 25th, Boston will be running their Burst Limit Finals brackets. I believe all 3 of them are on Saturday, but I could have that detail slightly wrong. The BlazBlue one is definitely on Saturday, and you can see the final standings here. It's going to be Fuzzama, Playguy, Noel's Pup, Sprite Cranberry, Vendetta, Ice Cool, Oni, and Quetzalcoatl. That's going to be our 8 players in that finals bracket. It is looking absolutely stacked. And the grand prize is, in fact, hotel registration and flight covered to Boston Blue Beach Episode. An incredibly highly coveted prize, if you ask me. So definitely tune in for that. Unfortunately, I don't know what time that bracket's going to be. Maybe one of the other organizers will be able to catch that for me. But the details are floating around there somewhere. Timing TBD. Yeah, they're going to be working it out, I imagine, just to see what availability is for all the players. So stay tuned for more information about the Burst Limit Finals. And then one last thing we want to remind you guys about is the fundraiser for Ludovic. Hit the ! LUD in the chat for the GoFundMe. Ludovic's legal defense, they still are in need of funds, is what I've been told. I've unfortunately not been able to keep up with the case as of recently, but it is not over yet. There's already been so much support, though, coming out from the FGC, and thank you so much for that. So if you feel moved out of the kindness of your heart, anything you can put towards that cause helps. So thank you so much for that. And fuck ICE.
True, it is. Fuck ice hours up in here. And it never will not be. By the way, beautiful beach episode reading. No bias, because, you know, if it was me, it's like, I'm here. So, of course, I'd have to make it sound good. But that was from the heart. Because he's across as he said, he's across the coast.
I'm literally on the opposite side of the country. I'm in Washington State, about as far northwest as you can get. And somehow I still have a pretty stacked local up here, I cannot lie. I've got Ruka, Ray, Serpent, Nabibi, a few others whose names don't come to mind immediately.
Until you're fighting them.
This is true, yeah. I sit down, like, I realize I'm starting to get my teeth kicked in. I'm like, oh, wait.
Oh, people got hands here.
Yeah. And more hands are going to be thrown. We've got the rest of this finals bracket to lock down. It's going to be Xtremesonicx looking to get that run back versus Don in grand finals, but he has to get through Fuzzama first.
Best 3 out of 5 going forward here. We got losers and grands left. So, yeah, we'll see who decides, or who is going up against Don on the winner's side of grands. Right now we got just some very interesting moves. We got a lot of dashes going around. Xtremesonicx finally getting the first hit there.
Yeah, Hazama just barely not able to catch those teleport dashes, and we've got the meteors coming out from Xtremesonicx. It's already set play hours, so this round has just barely started. That's one of the few normals 9 has that is overdrive safe. That 4B, so overdrive going to be no good for Fuzzama. Still looking to bait something out as Xtremesonicx keeping the lockdown with the fairy. Fuzzama not willing to hang himself just yet. Is able to work his way out of the corner, and that's the first step towards making this comeback, which he absolutely can do.
Yeah, being a little patient here. I like it, trying to choose his spot to get wisely, and just like that, we got a hit. Xtremesonicx still doesn't got a burst. We'll see how Fuzz plays around that, or how he decides to use it. This is gonna be big, just in case he time.
Yeah, this is how it starts. Hazama popped overdrive earlier in the round. He's got a second one because of the active flow. Hazama, I want to say that purple throw is unintentional because just because of the buttons you're pressing doing his air staircase. I want to say that purple throw was unintentional, but
it might have just been trying to catch him sleeping. Might have been trying to catch him sleeping.
This is true. Sonic finding the tech. Hazama bursting for the round as the clock approaches 20 seconds. Hazama wants this very badly. Knows he can find it. Able to force the burst back out of Sonic, who does not want to let this one slip by.
Yeah, actually,
very nearly found this comeback. 9 seconds, 8 seconds now. Fuzzama with 100 meter. He finds the air grab at the buzzer. You have to stay vigilant in those final 10 seconds. 9 has to be so deliberate in the way that she covers the air, and Fuzzama able to just find the gap.
Yeah,
and now the snowball starts to build that time.
I will say, either way, that was kind of a good round for Fuzz at the end, because he got the burst, but now it's really good here. We're going up a round and all that. And now we got a real early lead in the second round here. Momentum jumps back to kind of catch the roll, doesn't quite catch it, but still gets the low right afterwards and puts Sonic back in the corner. Sonic takes out, a little bit of scramble happening. Fatal, doesn't quite get anything.
I like the mono fire.
Yeah.
A lot of space. But Fuzzama finds the last hit he needs and safe jumps the burst with the chain follow-up. That's going to be a very clean game 1.
Fuzz looking pretty strong right out of the game, right out of the gate here. Taking a minute, we're sitting on it. No immediate rematches.
Definitely, yeah. Take all the time you need. I have lost sets that I could have won because I didn't go to character select than I could have. Even if you don't feel like it, you're, like when you're in the hot seat, you're not always going to be aware of the amount of pressure that you're feeling in your head or the tension that you're feeling in the body. And just taking those like 10, 20, 30 seconds, just take a deep breath, relax, stretch your hands out. And you don't even really have to like think about what went wrong. Don't strain yourself, turn it into a torture. Just give yourself a break. Ice out your opponent, stop their momentum. There is immeasurable value in that.
Let's see. Oh, yes, he does. Nice snipe on that with the fist. I was going to pop an overdrive just to deter offense, I'm guessing here. Doesn't quite make much of it.
Yeah, you can see Sonic being a lot more careful now in this neutral, catching the landing now with a single teleport.
Yeah, good match on the from the 9 there. Okay, gets the fairy disappear by get 9 to block.
Favorable scramble into the kunzite, but Fuzzama has been really, really consistent at blocking those kunzites. The navy pressures in neutral have been very effective from Sonic. but it feels like once he gets that offense going, he's able to find coverage, he's able to make contact, but he's never really... He finds that getting that second hit, that follow-up after the knockdown is a little bit more difficult, and that's a great conversion with the Jocko RC that Fuzzama was looking for, but not able to bring it all the way home. Scramble with the Amethyst, and that's going to help Nine's coverage a lot. Nice spell usage by Sonic. He's going to get himself one step closer, but that's not overdrive safe. Otenjin going to win out the trade, dispel the lingering fairy, and another round goes to Fuzzama.
That dash Otenjin on the OD pop there. Quite cheap, a ton of damage up front, and it's like 4 frames. I can catch you out a lot.
Is getting so much mileage out of this early overdrive strategy in round 1. He's able to last long enough and let the clock down long enough that he's able to just get a second overdrive. 2 for 2 now in round 1, finding 2 overdrive. But that's great set play coming out from Xtremesonicx, catching the emergency tech with what I believe is an unblock.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep those jailed. Jumps out. Never mind. As I'm saying that, got a little bit of Hazama pressure going.
Fuzzama hungry, by the way, for that 2C. If he gets a counter hit, he's back in business immediately.
Yeah,
That's how he'll fish a counter hit confirm as well. He'll go straight into stance, irrespective of whether he finds a normal hit or counter hit. And if there's no counter hit, he'll just give it up. Look for another spot.
Okay, no confirm there on the counter hit chain, but you saw him kind of wanting to scramble.
Yeah, that backdash into the corner, almost certainly a misinput. That setup's going to be completely safe to the overdrive, and this time, the Kunzite gets through. Xtremesonicx on the board.
There we go, and OD just freshly popped. Not quite at a 0, but Fuzz now at a fresh 3, kind of going through this final round.
The catch of the single teleport is Fuzzama, unable to find anything of significance. Xtremesonicx able to escape the corner. Now Fuzzama will get another overdrive in this round, and that is a big Jocko. Sonic doesn't block on wake up. That's a safe jump. You have to hold it.
That's how we should do it.
Up first, look for another spot, but no block on the 6A.
It's gonna be a lot of damage. Active Flow just popped.
Might be dead.
He's gonna be
You're
close.
dead.
Oh, the
Pixel. Pixel again. This time he lets the wake up super rip.
Yeah, now we. Oh, no, never
Covering
mind.
the double teleport. Fuzzama was just so ready.
Now we just walk into the next 2A and go to round 3 or game 3.
His teleport coverage in general, but especially his coverage of the ground teleports, has just consistently gotten better as the set has gone on, and he's gotten more of an idea of, oh, these are the things that Sonic is looking to do in situations like that, so I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to stick out a normal into the teleport and see what happens. There he was looking for teleport forward, teleport back, because Sonic's starting to try and be a little bit more careful in a situation like that. He doesn't want to hang himself. There's the teleport back, and Fuzzama's ready. Full sends it on, I believe, the B follow-up.
Yeah. Confirm right after. Ooh, caught the back roll, but didn't quite confirm off of it.
That is rough. Fuzzama catching the fairy set, and again, no block on the 6A.
This.
Very weak to that overhead, and this one will be enough to kill the actual.
Oh yeah. Fuzz now on match point, kind of speedrunning this set here. At least trying to.
Dude, he's locked in.
All right, we got so many damage. So many damage.
Yeah, one more teleport maybe, Sonic, for good measure. Mashed out on the string into Kunzite.
We do not care.
I mean, anything you can do to not be blocking 9 is Hazama. Nice delay tech as well. We'll sneak the 2A through, but this time Sonic ready, but he doesn't believe on the anti-air. It's the back double jump, and that ruins his conversion.
Alright, yeah. Sonic kind of keeping those locked down right now. We have 3C. Close,
Yeah,
but not quite.
looking for a micro dash 3C there, and if he finds a counter hit with that, it could be huge. Sonic looks poised to take this round. Got Fuzzama trapped into the corner. Counters the chain set with the mirror. You do not see that one every day, Ben Pie.
No, that was quite like a good awareness, I guess. Like
That was a great play.
to think about that, and yeah, that is like I guess like a decent option if you have it.
What a funny. What an answer to the 5E. And that's why that 5E is such a valuable tool in this matchup. And it covers so much horizontal ground because I'm able to use it there to get the punish on a very long normal in 9-5B.
Yeah, especially when you're in OD, when no matter the range, you're always gonna get that long hit stun, right?
That's true. I forgot about that.
Oh, it's caught in the meteors.
That is pretty valuable. With the things I see Hazama do in Overdrive, I didn't actually know that.
The more you know.
Ooh, with the micro dash Hotenjin, Fuzzama finds the fix. First throw into the corner, did not keep that combo burst safe, but I think he's fine with that. The active flow in the back, this isn't gonna kill, but he's in prime position.
One more clean hit, he's gonna do it.
Oh, this is a drop though. Ah, he covers the teleport, and that will do it.
Yeah, just sadly. Just sadly, was waiting for the dash to just finish. Like no, like just knew he's like, oh, he's just gonna do it once. He's gonna end up right behind me, and we're just gonna. Well, I guess it's probably like do a 2A, and if they go up, you do a 5A, right?
Something like that. But yeah, that's a very clean and fast and suffocating set coming out from Fuzzama.
Yeah, looking pretty strong here and denying Xtremesonicx the run back against Dawn.
And so it will be El Clasico to take us home. We've got Dawn on the winner's side, Fuzzama on the loser's side, which tends, I think, to be the more common occurrence when we watch El Clasico.
Yeah. If we had the statistics, the stats easily available.
Killer Kitty, what's this in the chat? Killer Kitty says, quote, "What do you mean I have to try? Tomato, probably." What's that all about?
Calling out the slander in the chat here.
What did he mean by that?
Oh,
For our grand finals to load up.
folks, I know, I don't know if we've put this out there directly, but we do got a matcherino even for this small top 4 stream.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that you can claim your free code on still, just like you do every stream, because I know you're all good like that. But yeah, type matcherino or exclamation point matcherino in the chat. Production might already have it on deck here, and a couple clicks, and you too can just donate a free like 25 cents to the pot there.
At absolutely no cost to you. It's literally an infinite money glitch.
It spawns. It's just fresh printed. That quarter is fresh printed by you.
The wheel of fate is turning.
See, the Saudis should have bought Matcherino.
That's next. Don't worry. once they figure it out. Oh, we got the Ragna.
Yeah, it is going to be the Ragna coming out from Dawn as he takes on Fuzzama. And these two long-time training partners, Dawn kind of in the mood lately where he just plays whatever he wants. No back throw there, but he's going to find himself a combo with the Blood side, actually. I don't think that's what you want in that situation. Throw in the Blood side mid-screen. It works, but I don't think it's going to get you quite what you want. That's a very ambitious Kashokyaku coming out from Fuzzama as he looks to try and find that hit.
Leapfrog.
Oh my bro! Don says, bro, take a chill pill. It's not that deep. Block on the overhead. And the 2C. No blood side for you. You got to be careful with that move.
Yeah, unsafe if your opponent is awake and ready. And just did a ton of damage. Some life steal in there too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, what a 5A.
From both characters, by the way. In those 2 seconds.
Oh, the first hit, Nightmare Edge. The burst does come back in time for Fuzzama. Oh! Overshoots his target just a little bit, and Dawn is so ready with the 2A.
That was like max range 2A. Let's just confirm that they're done. Woo! Dodging the 5A that time, coming out to JC. That's a nice corner carry and damage. We drop the Ender though. Okay, we get a reset.
And I know not what, but got a dead spike instead. But it's okay. We're working on what's a real perfect. No Ragnar.
No Ragnar yet. Okay, 5B. 5B.
I love that 2A delay 6D actually. Looking to catch the mash on the single 2A with minus. That's a very savvy maneuver. Doesn't work out here though. He's gonna find himself in the corner.
And the RC on the DP there just to kind of try to get an advantage here. Get something going.
And I mean, like, you're Ragnar, you have JA and JC. You're kind of sitting pretty in a spot like this. I'm out half his meter. You want one touch from death, though. That's a great Nightmare Edge.
Forcing the burst.
Oh, my goodness.
Legendary QC. Spending the meter.
Ooh, he wants his kill. Someone said I want you dead, but it's too prorated. Yeah. He's not going to find it.
A bit ambitious there. I mean, like, you might as well just try to close out the round. But you were definitely playing with some fire there on the combo timer.
Yeah. I might be rage baiting a little bit. I should trust in Fuzzama's combo knowledge a little more. It was probably his. You never really know with Hazama if in that situation it's execution that fails and he's late by a couple frames and it causes the drop, or he just tries to push the combo a little bit too far. I don't really know. People learn combos in different ways. Because I was the kind of person who, like, I didn't really learn combo theory. I kind of just went down a list and reverse engineered everything I knew.
You know, I might be like that too.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I wouldn't ever blame an Arachnite player for taking that approach. That's a great DP post overdrive, spending the meter to. I got you.
Oh, okay. Alright, I got it.
You got it?
I got it. Fuzz.
See if the video. I got the video.
Okay, command throw just to finish it off. Alright, Fuzz. Fuzz got that round.
Okay, he's on the board. He's on the board.
He's on the board.
Wow, I count the pixels.
Ooh! Another 2C. 2C's kind of coming in big. Oh, and the wall bounce.
Right, this occasion. Board. Okay.
Drops the absolute like end there. Getting out there, trying to get Fuzz in the corner. Not right there. Nice to confirm. Yep.
He milked that one for all it's worth. And debate the DP. I'm not getting hurt. I don't even know if you bait burst in a situation like this. I think if Dawn bursts, you kind of just take it. You have active flow. You're guaranteed another overdrive. Oh my goodness!
That. You know,
in game 2 in style.
That was. You covered for the burst. You still got the confirm after, which even was still a little burst safe by just kind of throwing in the super as fast as you could. So, insane freestyle there. I don't know how you have the alertness to do that. Okay, hold on, don't start with some smoke.
I mean, if you look at Fuzzama's game count, it's somewhere in the 30,000s, I think.
Yeah, he's a blind one.
It's just barely not burst safe. Oh. A trigger.
It was like happening in slow motion. Oh my god. The second time.
You can't get away with that, Dom. I know what you are.
Fuzz locked in. If you did not watch the losers final, he's awake. He's woken. Except there, yeah. I think drop the side swap.
Oh, got crossed up. He inputted it as 1C, and it turned into sweep. That's not gonna help you anti-air. This isn't super turbo, but it doesn't matter. He's still able to find it off the. Okay. Oh, I know why he did that.
Okay, optimal actually.
Yeah, he did that to minimize the burst gain on the side of Dawn. because if you do the super, the whole cinematic plays out, and Don gets bonus overdrive for any overkill damage. And so Fuzzama elected to minimize that by just RCing and going into a second jump. That's really smart.
We.
That's I know you're going for air throw there.
Okay. Spend the meter, alright. Gets the extension.
I'm kind of surprised by the amount of mileage that Fuzzama's gotten off the stance in neutral. Just from the places that Don is trying to stand and the places where he's trying to press buttons. Looking for the burst off the 2C with the auto bait on the jump.
It almost worked too, but Don delayed it just right.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it would have got me. Finally, the one side works, but this time Fuzzama lets the mash through. And now he's up 2-1.
One looking for the reset. Fuzz does have to do another 3 wins, even if he gets the next one here. Oh, we're going to character select. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm not looking, but I'm sure Don's going to say playtime's over and swap to Relias.
No, he said playtime's over, swapping to S.
Ah, that's true.
We're still in losers. He's like, I got some wiggle room. Going back to where he started in this bracket, or at least on stream. It's definitely a much more annoying matchup for Hazama to deal with.
Oh, 100%. 100%. We saw that 6B putting in work for Don earlier. You know who's going to be absolutely jamming that.
Woo! 2C, going to the heavens.
As it does, Don though finding the hit. Truthfully, there are so few pixels in this video stream, I can't tell, but that's a great fuzzy jump on the instant overhead, but it doesn't matter because S keeps her turn with the crest. That's the part that really takes it over the edge, I think. In a lot of situations, you don't have to block 1 instant overhead, you have to block 2! That is the lowest air throw I have ever seen Fuzzama hit. Does he find a kill here? No,
Okay.
Save the overdrive.
Too costly. We'll be a little greedy. Whoa.
Scramble off the toe tap. Does Mizuchi work there? It does! Ooh, the character knowledge coming out from Fuzzama. Using the projectile invul on Mizuchi to put himself on reset point.
Thought he could get away being as full screen, but alas. Still got the burst though. Still got the burst on this second round. Press gets spent. We got a nice little extension here to get to the corner. Get the buff back.
Yeah, interesting that Don elects to go for the 3C bars extension there instead of taking the IAD with the press action.
Well, I mean, it's probably just like, you know, a bit of preference. You got less to worry about on Hazama, I guess, without like a real reversal.
That's very true. And so I guess it's more important, I guess, that you can make your hit.
Yeah, or like have a pressure reset.
Reset pressure off of Mordred without spending 50 meter.
Yeah.
Don very much not out of it. Fuzzama going to the grave with a full stick of butter. He's gonna watch it melt before it's done.
We got the burst back. Here, Fuzz put himself in the corner real early there. Ooh, nice OD on the 2D. I believe that was a punish. It looked like one. Getting a chunk of damage here. Drops the ender though. A little greedy with the combo timer again. Ooh, just walk up and throw.
We love being greedy with the combo timers.
True.
Little bit of a drop throw on the side of Don.
Oh.
Ooh, what a 2C!
The 2Cs have been going crazy tonight.
Yeah, that JC a little bit lazy on the side of Don, but I mean, sometimes you just gotta air dash after him. Sometimes you gotta do it. But Fuzzama, he's been ready for these air approaches all night. You can't just test him like that. He's passed every time.
He will pass it again, I'm sure, given the opportunity. Nice jail to the ground here. Both players on burst.
Oh, get through. You can't commit to the Mordred there at Fuzzama, finding the bracket reset.
Yeah, kind of checkmate there. And because I believe Hotenjing in OD is invuln up to active, so at worst, like it did there, it would trade. But Fuzz convincingly kind of resetting the bracket here. 3-1, we'll see. I guess we'll see if Dawn decides to change characters or anything.
I mean, yeah, I think convincingly is the right word for it.
See if we switch back to Ragna, stick to the S, see a bit of Relius.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dawn just goes on Relius, but he might commit to the S.
Yeah, maybe this is just a practice bracket.
I mean, S is cool.
S is cool.
I'm a big fan of this character.
Unless I'm the one eating the JC and 6B.
Yeah, those are my two big reasons. Anyway, we've got a bracket reset on our hands.
Yeah, and Don, for now, sticking it out with the S.
He thinks he can get it done.
He thinks he can get it done. He can probably get it done. Yeah, he can probably get it done. He did get a round. I actually forget if that round was Ezra's or Ragnar, to be honest, but round start here. Fuzz getting early pickup. Dragon's
High
down.
definition now. It's amazing. Oh, the DP bait in high definition now. I posted the screenshot of the staff server of what my video stream looked like. You can count all 80 pixels in that. It's so nice to be able to see the game in its high definition glory again. And Don double dipping on the DP. So Fuzzama able to pick up right where he left off. This is going to be a very easy kill.
First save. Damn. That was like 3 touch. Perfect round.
I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, it was.
Yeah, the round start into the DP punish, into the DP punish.
You know, sometimes you just think they won't expect it a second. Sure.
I've been the guy who said that, and I've also met the same fate as Don. So
these things happen. Nice to see. He's been so vigilant about these air approaches. I'm really impressed by the way he's been able to make it work.
We got a TRM from Don here. Set
Yeah,
the
and a big part to dig a little deeper. A big part of being ready to hit those anti-airs is if your movement is good, then you're really the one in charge of what kind of spots you put yourself in, where the opponent can even think about going for the air approach. They're not really the ones finding the spot. You're giving it to them. You're giving them a false sense of security, just like Don after that blue beat, looking for the burst, but air throw is unburstable. I'm not really sure what that was all about. Just kill me.
That might have just been a raw drop. Maybe he wasn't familiar with the timing of going for air throw, but the DP with the Boris follow up there actually going to be enough for Don to close out that round.
That it is. So it works out well enough for me.
Don sitting with a big burst. Ooh, cut the blue beat.
I'm saying blue beat.
Yeah, the Boston
You
blue
got a
beat.
decent chunk of damage on there. So true. Boston blue beat. We got a blue beat in grand finals for Boston blue beat.
It would not be a true bracket without a little representation.
This is true.
They get the side swap off the switch and turn. The knockdown. Backs off. Big counter.
Oh
Not like this though.
no! He's gonna get another overdrive. It's fine.
As we say.
It's a little less fine now. EA off the table. Ah!
Ooh.
Don tried to let the Galahad rip, and he got
Oh.
ordered instead.
That makes me. I was like, what? He just darted forward into
No,
that.
yeah. He did. It did look a little stupid, but that was the Galahad attempt.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Alright, Fuzz getting the first game of the reset here
Action.
through hell and high water. Nice counter chain. The real early burst from Dawn.
Yeah, he's gonna find the side switch off this as well as Fuzzama.
Okay, I like that. He double jumps to dodge 2C, but doesn't quite get the punish off it. Ooh, yeah, the big fireball.
Yeah, also Parsuka. There's the air DP coming out though from Dawn. He'll find a knockdown.
Whoa, okay.
Oh my goodness, he found Charge Rasenga there? Dude.
You just need to be a little bit in the air. Okay. You jumping a bit, scrambling.
Yeah. Oh, he pressed!
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I can't believe he pressed there.
You gotta be brave sometimes.
Yeah. On Mordred RC post overdrive? That's not the spot to be brave, then. Fuzzama makes it work. That's just how locked in he is.
I was gonna say, I mean, he's in top 8 making these choices and they're working, so. If they're working.
See, if Don was on Relics, he would have just done Dual BIOS. We would be talking about Dual BIOS right now.
If you're watching the third doll mix-up happen. Oh, the launch on that was weird, alright, but I was kind of picking up still.
Another DP bait. Yeah, it's really been all Fuzzama these first few games. There's one more 2C for good measure. The combo not there.
Oh my goodness.
Starts.
We choke?
Of course. Oh, the fuzzy jump gets baited. This is enough.
They did double super, right?
Yeah, Air Palamedes, no. Reset? Or some kind of drop? I don't know. Double instant overhead, it's still not enough, but one more fuzzy jump gets caught by the 6C. And Don makes it happen on a pixel.
Yeah, the magic pixel, but when you can't even see.
Tide's turn after a round like that. Fuzzama too far for the combo, the DP gets through.
Okay, we going air to air, we're hitting some 6Bs, we're hitting some JCs. Now I'm feeling the yes. This is the true S gameplay I was waiting for. Nice pickup. Nice pickup from first. Oh!
And he lets the 6A in for the bonus proration. That's a drop though. Palamedes gonna do you no good there though.
Okay, touch through the scoop. TRM.
That was a great TRM by Dawn. You don't even get a chance to think about whether or not your throw tech was correct there. Overdrive pop is not in time though to lock out the burst. Fuzzama finds the air throw of his own! He misses the Micro Dash 2D! Great block on the cross up, but you gotta find a counter assault, something! Oh no. That was not what you wanted to find in that situation, but I respect the attempt. In that situation, I think I would have done the same thing.
I low-key think that 2D was actually just supposed to be Astro from the air throw. And then he just did it again as like a, watch this.
Possibly, but I think it's more likely that he was gonna do dash 2D and combo that into Astro.
Oh maybe, maybe.
That's burst safe and auto punishes, I think.
You're right. Or more likely you're right. Man, down with the early break.
I guess we'll never know. Is that a punish? Oh, that's a punish.
So now it is.
Only a counter hit JC first hit. But he's missing a little bit on there. He does not get a solid knockdown. I think he wanted to extend off of a low height Jamagian into that OTG5C and just couldn't find it.
We are jumping around in neutral. The floor is lava.
Oh my goodness. No fuzzy mashing allowed, says Don, with the 2B into the 2A. There's no reverse beats in this game, he just let that shit recover.
So you're scared.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Delay mash? Why would you do that? Overdrive gonna do you no good. Is that a punish on a 5A? Surely not. Well, anyway, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. It doesn't matter. He got hit. He got smoked. He got hit, and that was his first mistake.
Yeah, there's not a lot of deader than he could have been dead there.
Oh, once again, 2C.
Dude, the
Protecting the sky.
So much damage off that too.
Oh yeah, that's not like anti. Not that you want to get by any anti. Oh.
There's some some anti-airs are more equal than others. That one took a few tries, but we got it out in the end.
Oh,
Lorenzo!
In the
What's
back
he gonna
pocket.
do?
In the back pocket. Everyone gets hit by it at least once.
And Fuzzama now. One game away from taking this one home.
Don sticking it out with the S, officially locked in 2S.
Ooh, good shout, good shout.
Fate is turning. Rebel
Don gonna get it done with S, or he is not gonna get it done at all.
Counter hits, alright.
I would make an Uma pun if I knew Uma like that. This is where I would do it.
Yeah,
Or I could be like Edward and say, Hazama, off to the races. I think that's Edward's favorite phrase to say in the start of the set. Shout out to Edward, by the way. I say it with love. He commentates all the games that I don't know anything about. And BlazBlue. He's a busy guy.
He is a busy guy.
Yeah, Don, though, looking to busy himself with his Okizeme, finding the crush trigger.
Yeah, he's crouch confirm again off the crush trigger again, and last time.
He's not hitting the ground after JC.
I was gonna say, that exact same situation happened the last time you got hit by that combo.
You gotta be paying more attention than that. You still have one more whole game to win, Fuzzama. You gotta lock in.
Yeah, if you let Don get this game, then you're tied. Okay, we just let it rip. Why not?
Every now and then you gotta do it. And plus your Hazama, you have one of the few EAs that side switches on hit. I wanna say Bullet and Azrael have the others. No. Bullet, Azrael, and Iraq. No, Azrael's put you mid-screen.
Yeah, Azrael puts you mid-screen. I mean, it does side swap still, but you're mid-screen, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter, yeah. It's not the position that Azrael wants you to be. That's... Down.
Oh,
It turned the tide.
it does turn the
Now
tide.
the overdrive.
Quick in this game.
It.
Alright, well, tying it up 2-2. Caught Fuzz lacking. Now we are in the final game of the night. Anybody's game. Down to the wire.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Down with
Rebel
the S, looking to
1.
make this one happen. Fuzzama equips the Hatsune Miku skin. Oh my goodness. Just sends the Gasho on block. DP though. Don says, I know your command grab rotation a little bit too well to let you get away with that in game 5. You're gonna pull it out in the clutch. because you haven't pulled it out yet.
Nah, not gonna work here. Ooh, busted pressure and ooh, caught the backdash and was ready for it to be for the air hit and everything.
Yeah, the kind of things you're ready for when these two players have been trading partners for so long. Even if most of the games have been Hazama Relius. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Okay, we got the boards into... Oh!
Drop JD. DPRC to secure the advantage with the 2C. You can't do that! Jamaican RC doesn't even need it. And that's tournament point for Fuzzama.
The 2Cs still coming in clutch. Oh, mashes on the throw himself. Says Don, not the only one who's going to be mashing out throws. Here we do see into the...
Oh my goodness.
We are just throwing stuff out. Yeah, we are swinging. This is the final game, you know. We got no respect left. We're just brawling.
The trouble when both players are swinging for the fences is the advantage sends to go with the one with the higher batting average. Don, though, finding the meaty throw. He is not out of this by any means, but he's definitely on the back foot. The 3C boars. Is the counter assault going to negate it?
Get me out of there.
That buff is gone. A world where counter assault would kill you would be a funny little world. Oh my goodness! Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
We don't drop these, right?
I'm just gonna put this one together. There's a 3C. And Fuzzama. He's gonna take this one all the way in tonight's Boston Blue BlazBlue Centralfiction ladder bracket. Making the reset happen from loser's side. He was 4th place, I believe, on our ladder, the very last one in the door, but he's going to be the first one out.
Yeah. He's reigning over the other 3 who made it in here with him.
And he did beat all 3 of them, too. It's a little bit of extra bragging rights for good measure. Make sure he gets to say, yeah, I beat all 3 of you. No question about it. Fuzzama is...
It's true, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
At the end of the day, and that is all we have for you tonight here at twitch.tv/BostonBlueBeat.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this little quarter condensed top 4 here. Get your final claims of the Matcherino codes if you can. And,
yes, sir.
Until next time, we'll see you. See you then.
That's so true. I've been Just a Tomato.
Oh, and I've been Ben.
And hashtag play CF. Good night, everybody.